Check.
Shout out to all my barbers and shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards N Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. I got the Soul Survivor Barry to the right of me.
Yo. Monday. It's been a minute, y'all. We back.
Been a minute.
Sorry about that.
We here though.
Got these things taken care of. We here.
Definitely. You know. And we celebrating Soup on the Other Side birthday. We miss you at the karaoke. Soup, did you sing, Soup? What you sing? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Y'all know about it. It was a good night. She said the Henny was flowing. The drinks was flowing. You know it's a good time when you got the General Hurricane Kiss in the building. Holding it down all the time. Pardon my voice, y'all. I don't know what it is. They say it's allergies or if it's something more than that. Y'all give me like one of them remedies. I need a little bit of ginger. I've been making them teas and everything, but then I've been having to do a lot of talking. A lot of talking when you don't feel like talking.
They say put to get like a warm towel wrap around your neck.
That's what I said.
I mean, just saying. I don't know. I heard something like that.
I'm gonna try that. Anybody got them good remedies? Yeah. I definitely will try that. Shout out to anybody and everybody who's on the check-in. I'm sorry that we left y'all hanging for a couple of weeks now. You know what y'all could do if you ever want to donate to the show. This is what you can do. You can donate right here, man. We doing this off the arm, doing this off the strength right here. You know, watching a lot of these podcasts, watch a lot of these shows, man. There's a lot of things going on out here. I think they only want to know one thing, B.
What's that?
Is he gonna get off? Is he not?
It's too early.
It's too early to tell.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. What week 2? I think they got about another month. Yeah, so it's a lot of more testimonies.
You get a point for like testimony right there.
Yeah, it's a lot of more testimonies coming out. Mm-hmm. You know, right now it's looking 50-50. Some lies being told, some confusions. Being nasty don't make you a criminal. But, I mean, I can't even say being nasty because I'm sorry for the people out there that's on the same shit he on.
Y'all nasty too.
Because there's a lot of people.
Y'all who like urinating.
There's a lot of people that, you know.
It's nasty. It's cool though.
You know,
if that's what y'all cool with.
I mean, I can't, I don't want to, you know, alienate people. And you like to do certain things. That's what I can't call it nasty.
B, we can call it whatever we want.
Well, it depends on what you're doing. I mean, I do have my
limits.
Limitations,
you know.
But yeah, so I haven't really listened to everything that was going on. But when somebody say they got sores in their mouth from oral sex, that's ridiculous. But, you know.
Yo.
That's what she said.
That's what she said, man. I like listening to all these different shows, and they talking about how they feel about it. And some of them resonate to me. And
you got to clear that up quick.
I'm going to say what it is. Like, I could say a song that Puff is on the hook. One of the dopest songs, I think, on that Life After Death album. The world is full of pimps and hoes. And I'm just talking about those I know. This whole thing right here, when I'm watching this podcast, listening to it, to me, it's like the pimp and the hoe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's too early because we're just talking about one person's testimony. I'm sure there's gonna be others. I'll be sure. I don't know if he's gonna come up, but he has accusations.
Shout out to Ty on the check-in.
His accusations. If you heard if you watched the documentary, you already know what he's gonna say.
Y'all see, I'll be sure right there. I'll be, yo.
He's saying that Puffy did some violence. So some deadly violence type. That's a spin from what they're actually trying to charge him with. They actually trying to charge him. I never really like Dave Chappelle said. I never seen a man get a RICO charge by himself. Like, I thought a RICO charge was an organization, but
no doubt,
whatever.
Well,
that's what I thought. I thought RICO meant a lot of people involved, and you running an organization, and that's what I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Anybody can correct me, but I'm just saying. I don't. Whatever it is, it's like it's. I don't think they're going to be able to get him on what they want to get him on. They're going to get him for something, but it won't. I don't think it's going to be for the trafficking, I don't think they could get him on that.
I think you're right, and I've been watching his bodyguards speak on various shows. Gene Dill, the other brother, forget his name, from Uptown. Dang, I can't think of his name right now. Him on Vlad, and when they've been talking about it, they've been clearly saying what's been going on throughout his life when they say, because speaking of Albie Shore with the violence, he's been saying, peace to Shantae on the check-in, peace to Steph Jones on the check-in. He was saying, look, we know where the bodies are. They've been clearly saying that.
Why?
We know where the bodies are.
But why would you say that? Isn't that
implications of...
Isn't that, yeah.
Snitching, kind of?
No, not even snitching. Isn't that making you an accomplice?
Well, they are.
So why would you say it?
I don't know.
What would I say? I know where the bodies are if I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Hey.
You're implicating yourself. Isn't that correct?
Peace to Ms. Russell. You are. You are implicating yourself at the same time, and they're saying, look, we know what it is now. Like, it's already proven with Kid Cudi.
You say shit like that, you might well go ahead and tell. It's like, hey, guys, they caught us. Come on out.
Well, they have been saying some stuff. This is the thing. They have been going on these podcasts and telling.
But why didn't you just say it before now?
Well, one thing. Well, they said it before before they took it to trial. Because I'm talking about stuff from years ago.
But see, this is the thing. Has any of them people been subpoenaed?
They will be.
Nah.
Not yet.
You don't think? I think everybody that's going to get subpoenaed has already been subpoenaed.
They might have. Or maybe they didn't because maybe they don't want. That's a great point. Maybe since they already been on these podcasts publicly.
Right.
You better not subpoena them.
You can't.
Because they done said too much.
Right.
And they will not be on my side.
Right.
Great point. Because they already been on Vlad. They've been on Art of Dialogue. And they have been saying their truth of their experiences with Puff. Now, the fact that they've been saying that, sure enough, Puff's team does not want these people who publicly have said this and that about the bodies, about the violence, about all kinds of stuff. Peace to Mal Davis, peace to Tiffany on the check-in, Barker. Tiff says, here's what the prosecution messed up. They should have brought in every person from Craigslist that he told her to bring in their thing. They were not proving sex trafficking. Now, I feel you. But sometimes that karma going to hit you in a different way. But now, who cares about karma when you need to really have, like, the court of law? This is why we paying these judges, these lawyers, and all that stuff.
You know the famous words of Frank Lucas?
What is it?
It's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove.
Absolutely.
So, it doesn't matter. If all these people talking about they know where the bodies are, then show them.
No, they wasn't saying it in that fashion. The way it wasn't in that tone, but exactly they were saying that.
But nobody want to hear innuendos. If you're saying saying you have proof and facts, then say them. Like, I don't understand at this particular point in time now for people to hold back. Because I'm sure there's money in it for you.
That's why.
I'm sure there's money in it for you.
That's why.
So if you have the truth, if the prosecution really, really believed you, they would have paid you to testify.
Do they?
Of course they do.
I don't know. I know these particular.
Maybe I ain't supposed to say it.
Oh,
my bad.
Oh, he said that's how Snoop got off. That's how Snoop beat his murder case.
Oops, my bad.
That's how a lot of these people beat their cases and trials because they paying enough people.
Listen, bro. Prosecution need help Cops need help. Law enforcement need help. They don't solve crimes by themselves. They're not crime stoppers. They crime reactors.
Y'all who watch The Wire, what y'all know about Bubbles?
I mean, saying they stop a crime after they solve a crime. They don't stop them from happening. How many times? And they got no bat signal. Like, how do they ain't got no sixth sense when they know a crime is happening and they come swoop down and save you? No, that's vigilantes and people like that. They're crime stoppers. Law enforcement are crime reactors. They solve crimes. They don't stop them.
Too many people involved. Too many people.
Because I'm just saying they can stop a crime in process, but they don't. I mean, that's only because somebody called them. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to figure out. Now I feel you on that. And yeah, it is no crime.
That's why they need help. That's why they got crime stoppers and tips and all of this stuff. They need help.
Does her husband need help?
They need help. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, you might need the cops one day, so I'm not sitting here saying they ain't useful, but they need help.
Does her husband need help, B?
He need mental help.
He need mental help?
No, at the same time.
Mental health?
If he don't need mental help, that means he already knew.
I wonder if he knew everything.
He might have seen it.
I think he did.
I'm sure he did.
I think he did see a lot.
Yep.
He was the trainer. For those that don't know, who haven't been paying attention, Cassie's husband, who some people feel like piece of Kendra on the
came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere.
Nah, he
rescued her.
Nah, he
damsel in distress.
Nah,
some people that look at Cassie like she was a damsel in distress.
Well, you know,
help me, save him, Captain Save him.
We gotta be careful.
Captain Save. Why we gotta be careful, B?
Just laughing.
Captain Save him. Yo, the dude was the trainer.
Come on, I got my Captain. I got my Captain America.
My bad.
My black man. The black man is Captain America now.
Black man is God.
Yeah,
peace to the gods of earth.
The black man, Captain America. Now that's why I'm representing. But I'm black.
Peace to my cousin Rocky on the check-in.
Yo, it's crazy.
He was the trainer, stretching her out.
If he didn't know, jeez,
he's stretching him out.
Somebody said he walked out the courtroom. Is that dramatics to you?
That is theatrics. That's dramatics, bruh.
That's the word I was
You didn't know
looking
she
for.
was guzzling piss?
That's the word I was looking for. You said dramatics. That's the word I was looking for.
So he got to play the role like he ain't never know.
She was theatrical. They made it seem like he didn't know. I think he kind of knew.
Yo, I hope he did know. Because if that's the first time I'm finding out.
And she pregnant.
And she pregnant now?
Yeah.
Oh, she better not. Yo, pray she
they said her third trimester.
I pray she don't lose that baby from the stress.
What that mean, but I assume it's somewhere around 6-7 months. But
y'all look that up. What's that mean?
I think about 7 months.
8 months? She doing any day.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Doing any day.
Okay. So, yeah. And they say he walked out the courtroom like the first, second day. But I'm like, man, bro, come on. They used his trainer. You knew.
Yo, Jay-Z line.
Somebody said they thought he was there and witnessed some of the acts.
Probably
was. And now the conspiracy theory.
Talk about it.
I ain't going to talk about you know who. But the conspiracy theory is they planned all this. Her and her husband, and possibly one of the Brooklyn's greatest rappers.
Peace to Miles Davis on the check. And Steph said, was he on the phone while Puff was slamming her? Now, what kind of slam? Do you like physically slamming her or
slamming her verbally?
Slamming her, like getting it in, Steph? Let us know.
I think she meant like verbally slamming.
Verbally? Well, yeah, I'm sure he was around. He was there. Like, this is somebody that's in the inside. Now, this is what gets me.
The whole
when
time.
somebody is, when you watching this girl this whole time, you're really dirty macking. He's dirty macking this whole time. He's like, yeah, yo, I'm going to get him. I'm going to console her. Or I'm just going to be that ear.
He's a leftover lover.
Ooh, I like that one. Be a leftover lover. That's what he is. Because I'm like, why do you really want this girl? And you know what's happening.
Because you know if you could get in her head like he got in her head, you might could get something out of it.
He want her to choose him.
I mean, he probably
Pimps
seen
and
a lot.
hoes, y'all. That's how I'm feeling with this one, right?
It looked like he's seen a lot and
hoes.
And he kind of knew what she was, and maybe he could manipulate her just like Puff did.
Oh, Steph said giving her the eggplants, the emoji she got right there. He's listening to it.
Well,
he's turned on by that.
Puff didn't have a problem with her having sex with other men. Obviously.
Like he was watching while they're doing it. That's
maybe
what
he
Steph
was
Jones
involved.
is saying. One of the illest comedians out there. That's what
she said. He
said.
Wasn't involved in one of those situations.
He might have been.
He might have hit it before.
Hit her?
Yeah, why not? Puff letting everybody
during
else?
that time. Yeah, so why not the trainer?
Puff letting random people hit. Why not his trainer?
That's what I'm saying. Only people I know that
according to the documents.
Pimps is the ones who are net. So I'm watching this documentary, and the documentary says, yo, that was his bottom. His bottom beat. And she was down and wanted the same type of affection like a prostitute would want from a pimp. He also said, just think about certain cars out here. He said, you got different cars. You got the Indy race car, the NASCARs. Those are fast cars, made to go fast. They're not the same as a Honda, as a Toyota. Just like you got some fast women out there.
Yeah, but he's going to get, it doesn't matter because he's in a position of power. So people are going to always say, well, she was infatuated. And because he was more powerful than her, no matter what a lot of people are going to automatically say, she just did that because I saw brainwashing. I seen a lot. I saw a lot of stuff. A lot of reasons why she did what she did. Like some women don't want to give her accountability. Some men saying, yeah, she was brainwashed. Some women saying the same. It's a lot. I think it's divided.
It is divided.
It really is. It really divided. Because I'm not going to say, I don't want to sit here and make her, totally looking crazy. But yeah, some of the statements and things that we saw, or the text messages with her saying, yeah, I'm ready to go. Like, and I seen women saying, well, you know what? You get brainwashed. I'm like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. Talk about what they talking about.
Come on now, y'all.
Peace to Eli. Eli, condolences, Eli.
Come on now, y'all. The violence, the abuse, the domestic violence and stuff, I'm totally against all that.
Oh, let me get to what they say, B. But, yo, you're absolutely right. You say, yo, Steph talk about, and I'm against the violence, too. But it's a such thing called guerrilla pimping, and that's when you put your hands on your on your hoe. And no, I'm not with it. You not with it. But I'm saying what I feel, what's going on. So Steph saying it's like he was watching, they were doing. Tiff said this whole thing is sick. Allegedly, there are pics from the guys from Craigslist. And here's my thing, Diddy. When you hear Tiff texting, it's like, you can hear her voice. And here's my thing. Diddy is a billionaire. y'all like my Tiff Barker impersonation. He said, Diddy is a billionaire. He couldn't do better than ghetto dudes from Craigslist. See, it's a thing. No one's above the hood, though, Tiff. I feel you, though. Steph said she did what she did for fame and fortune. I agree. Tiff said, I think she just did anything to be with him. All that cost. Oh, man. Where I'm going to get to.
This is why people are saying Puff has a great opportunity to get off. Like I said, but I still say it's too early because there's a lot more test. They let off of her thinking she was gonna be dropped, the mic drop.
Yeah,
and I think the prosecutors now is like, oh shit,
it's
she not the mic drop.
Oh, she's not the mic drop.
They thought they could lead. They thought she was the lead off hitter, and they were like, you know what? Cassie might end this case for us. We might not even have to go through.
No doubt.
So they put her on the stand first. And now her is not looking like they thought it was going to look. And I don't know if any other people that's going to come on after her is going to have the same impact. I just don't see it because they know she was actually with this man. And her stories is not 100% consistent. And that's the problem. So anybody else that comes on, their credibility will be questioned.
It might be, but piece to Danny, piece to Tamika.
It's like, damn it, man. If you did do some of this shit, Puffy, come on, man.
He did a lot.
I mean,
he was a shot caller.
I'm just saying, the forcing part, that's where you're gonna lose me.
I don't think he forced her.
But that's the only way he's gonna lose me.
I don't
have no problem with his freaky life. That's none of my business.
Yo,
but I don't want to. I just waiting for somebody to say. I'm not saying I'm waiting on it, but if somebody says and can prove
piece to Jared on check
that it was a forceful thing, like he forced them. Now they saying some of his making of the band, people might come up and say blackmail.
They might do that.
But that's not what he being charged
He's not.
for.
Tiff said she ain't got to drop the mic. She already got that 20 mil and proved that this was her choice because of who he is. Yeah,
that's what I told my man. I said, the stuff that she's saying, you can't recharge Puffy for it because they already got a contract.
No doubt.
So she just really this is the defamation of character is what she's trying to do. But all this stuff that she's saying can't be recharged.
It can't.
She signed off on it, so all she could do is try to make him look bad. But he can't go to jail for any of the things that she's saying he did to her.
So B,
she took the money.
So B, I ask you because we got to be mature men at a certain age, right?
Right.
I'm not that mature.
Yes, you are, man. You very
thank you.
mature,
I appreciate it. But when I just see a hoe as a hoe, I get to it. Sometimes, when it's clear, I'm gonna make my side.
We're not saying that. We're not saying she was.
I'm saying she was. I'm clearly saying.
I said I'm not saying she wasn't.
Yeah. I'm saying what I feel. What she was.
I'm saying that she exposed herself. And I don't think she wanted to.
Yo, I this type of how you just said you think the husband, the conspiracy, not you saying that you thought it, but you just said what you heard.
I'm thinking, so, I'm hearing it.
Women like
sense.
this,
women
like this, they pull these stunts. They pull and not
But she already got 20 to 30 mil already.
Exactly. She's part of this world. If he worked at Home Depot, she would just left his ass a long time ago. I feel you, Steph. So I look at this right here. Can we talking about all the innocent women? Yo, word up. She talking that talk.
No, because I heard a lot of women say, "Oh, you don't understand, manipulation and
whatever,
being in love and
whatever.
God can brainwash you,
whatever."
And then she was scared. Yeah.
No. He offered me a record deal. I'm scared.
He was
of him.
scared. I can't leave. Like, oh, he got grown men scared of him. And what you make? He shot a woman in the club and shot her in the face.
She still went to Kid Cudi.
What you make you think she gonna?
She still was with Esco.
Like, I'm running down all the shit I'm hearing.
I'm with what you saying,
and they're like, yeah, this is all the stuff I'm hearing women saying why she did not leave. Nobody said nothing about money, right? Because she had her own.
Hoes.
She had her own.
This woman right here.
She wasn't broke.
This woman right here is clearly a prostitute. She ain't got to get in that car.
So I'm just saying.
She got money for it.
I'm just saying. I'm running down all the stuff I heard why she did not leave the situation.
Why didn't she leave?
She was scared. She was brainwashed. She was a child. She was being manipulated. And those are the reasons why, Now, nobody said nothing about she was in love.
No. So big. She got all that right. She was a child. Let's stick with that part right there, right?
Yeah.
So now, women mature faster than men, right?
That's what they say.
That's what they be saying. Now, a man at 18 can enlist for the army, serve for the war.
Yeah, woman too.
Woman can too. So this 19-year-old don't know how to say no to sex.
Well,
she don't know how to say no. She don't know how to not be with this person.
What gets me is that they said it for decades. Isn't that 10 years?
Yeah.
Sheesh. So you telling me for 10 years you allowed yourself to be abused in plain sight?
Yes, B. Yes. Clearly. She was a damsel in distress.
In plain sight, for 10 years, you took the abuse with no help.
Don't she look like somebody who is inferior, B? Look at her. Look at her.
They said, oh, he made her shave her head like that.
Made her. Now, I heard that story, too.
Yeah, he made her shave her head like that because he saw somebody else with that hairstyle.
Piece of the barber in Plainfield who did it.
Possibly.
I don't know if I should shout him out or not.
I don't. If you know who it is,
I do. Piece of Carlito. I know he did it one time. Yo, man, shout. We got some of the dopest barbers.
Okay.
Piece of Carlito, one of the dope lead show the barber. One of the illest. He down in Atlanta. He gets busy. And yo, and I'm saying that
two things could be true.
I'm saying that in dopeness because this was an iconic cut.
That's what I'm saying.
And Lito used to go and he definitely would
said he got
cut her hair.
Saw somebody else with it and he liked it and he told her to cut her hair like that. Two things could be true.
Yes, Eli said no accountability. Nah, Tip said, but what happens? We choose to manipulate our own mind for the sake of finding reasons, excuses to stay. Yeah, find a reason.
That's strong woman talking, ain't she?
Go ahead, Tiff. God bless you.
But a lot of women mentally don't have the. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. There's some women out here. There's some women out here that don't have the mental stability to have the self-worth. And they got low self-esteem and they'll allow themselves to be abused. I mean, some people are they think that's depending on how they raised.
No doubt.
They think that being treated a certain way might show love.
Now,
And that's a mental thing. And I can't say I'm relate, but I mean, listen, I've taken classes and I've seen people involved in this situation.
I feel you, B. So you got Eli saying no accountability. Steph says it's obvious the lifestyle that she came from alone much more important than what she going through. Now, what you saying, but yes, it is some women who are like that. But now let's look at her past men. We talking about Ryan Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Leslie, he is a clean-cut guy,
Mm-hmm.
a great musician. I think he went to Columbia.
Okay.
So we talking about an Ivy League man,
Right.
clean-cut guy,
Right.
put this young lady on. He was doing his 1-2 inside his apartment in, I think, the Bronx or Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, he was working out and working her. This was his girlfriend he's trying to put on. She has a clean-cut guy. She knows what good guys are. Ryan Leslie was a good guy. This is what she had.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Leslie take her to the take her to the office.
He takes her.
And
He takes her away.
Pooh.
She chose.
She chose. Who chooses out here, B?
Women.
Not just women. When they say, yo, who chose, I'm going to get back to it. They say them prostitutes choose. And they choose to pimp.
Like you said, sometimes you got to tell them, watch your mouth from going for talking.
Yo.
So listen, I understand. I listen. I'm just saying. I'm the type of person where I don't want to spike the ball until I score by a touchdown.
I feel you, B.
So I'm gonna wait. But I already got my mind made up.
I feel you, B.
And it's unfortunate because people will say, "Oh, well, typical guys. You guys don't understand this, that, and that." We're just going by one witness.
So B,
we didn't. I mean, maybe others, and maybe they got other things to say. We might change the way we think, but right now it's fluid.
B, I thank you. B, I want to get back to what you just said. Typical guys, right?
Right.
So this for the typical guy.
Yeah, you already know.
So I got this question. If y'all keep seeing this picture,
yeah,
this is for the typical guy. When a chick say you shouldn't worry about her past, send her this. Because now we are the piece to tip on the check and family, yes indeed.
Wow.
So now we're the typical guy. We're the Home Depot guy that Steph Jones was talking about. Now we meet.
You know the funny part about it?
Yes.
Would anybody in the world think she was doing these things?
No, not her. She looked like, let's say, what? She
want to go that.
She like she from Jack and Jill.
Now. Yeah, like
she look like the real nice one.
Like with anybody.
Piece of Justin on that.
With anybody, everything, except for the people that knew.
No.
Everything she was capable.
Justin said that means don't ask about mine.
I don't know. She's done things that we would think other women in the industry would have done. We wouldn't,
but not her.
We wouldn't question.
Not the quiet one.
God forbid, and I respect all these women, but we wouldn't question Nicki Minaj.
Nah, we wouldn't. Even as nasty as she talks, as sexual
we wouldn't question Sexy Red.
Piece to Keisha on the check-in.
We wouldn't question Sexy Red.
No,
we wouldn't question maybe even Lil Kim. Lil Real.
Yo, they threw it out there and they lived.
Lotto. We wouldn't question if we heard they did some freaky shit. We would believe it.
We would. But her songs never came out. Cassie probably recorded the joint.
Sheesh.
But them songs never came out. Puff said, nah, get back in the studio. Get back in there.
Her image
she only had one single.
Her image was to be nice.
She was nice and obedient.
Just like Rihanna's was in the beginning. Good girl gone bad, right?
Better have my money. That's what she said. She said, better have my money. Who talks about better have my money? It's that pimp talk. That's what kind of talk that is.
Money. She said, I got your girl in the back seat.
That's the kind of talk that pimp talk.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Full of pimps and hoes, y'all.
I think the image of Cassie helped her at first.
Yo, Tiff said,
this case came out.
Tiff said, I keep telling y'all, this one, it's the ones you least expect. They wild as, we know that.
Well, we know.
Church girls got the biggest movies. Look, man, it said, and she was in the Chris Brown video. Yes. Oh, Cassie was? Just let us know. Cassie was in Chris Brown video? I didn't know.
I don't think she was doing really nothing.
I don't know, but you never know what they doing behind the scenes in them videos. You gotta watch out.
But the only thing I don't think I do hate though, like everybody that ever been social with Puff now, y'all are guilty.
But yo, B, I gotta ask you, with the regular women out there, should we worry about a woman's past? Y'all on the check-in, let us know, because Should we worry about your past? I don't even really like asking the question. Yo, me and you spoke about this just on some chill talk. And it's like, yo, we don't want to know if it's one of our guys, let us know. Let us know. We don't want to find out later if it's a friend of our friend. Yo, if you rocked with them, let us know.
That's what we said.
That's what we said.
We said if somebody we know, don't have me around juice with somebody you was with before, and you don't say nothing. Because if I find out, that would be something different. Other than that, ain't nobody. I'm not doing research.
We ain't trying to stress all the numbers.
Yeah, nah.
Like I said, like I said, don't ask about mine. Now,
when I was younger, now let's talk about we was younger.
Yeah.
Now we in our 20s.
20s, we might ask what's your number count.
No, I'm not asking. I'm a little concerned about it. I'm not asking though.
You keeping that at the top?
Nah, cause I just gotta want to know. But I don't want to put my heart in it if you hoeing.
No doubt.
So I gotta make if you hoeing, all right then.
He don't want to put his heart in it.
Nah.
Y'all can have as many as y'all want. You know,
you don't want to. No, that's the worst feeling in the world. You might want that.
Tiff said a lot of people be lying though just to have something to talk about. Some people do lie. Some guys lie. I said, Justin said,
women lie on sex.
Justin said,
that's funny.
They never.
So yeah, listen. Women really say they have more sex than they haven't. I think maybe when they get in their 40s, they do. In their 40s, they might lie about the sex they having, but when they young, they don't. Mm-hmm. They lie the opposite way.
Just said, I told my wife, if you met the 23-year-old me, you wouldn't have liked me. And Justin is a married man, you know. So
she wouldn't have.
She wouldn't have. Peace
Justin,
to Jessica. Peace to
you
Justin.
You got to hit us up later.
Peace
tell
to
us
Jimmy
why,
on the
Justin.
check and Jimmy Well.
You got to tell us why, Justin.
Yo, Justin, if you want, could you let the people know why they don't like you?
You can't have a cliffhanger like that.
Justin Hughes, yo, Jimmy.
Give a reason why she wouldn't like you now.
My fellas on the check-in, should we care about the woman's past? Do we want to know her past? Still at our tender age, at our age, I just looked in the mirror. I said, "Oh man, these white heads is on neon white right now." Like I just
well, you good, but
yeah,
I got the straight platinum.
You know what I'm saying?
Going. Yeah, nah, I'm just saying. Like,
I still want to know a little bit. Not everything. I want to know a little bit. I want if it's part of the conversation. Not everything though. Like I said, I do want to know if she was with one of my mans or my man's man.
You trust she gonna tell you the truth?
I trust.
If you don't know her, if you don't know her background, if she's not from here, how you gonna really know the truth?
No, so I'm just talking about who I feel relatable to. Because if I don't know their background, I ain't about to ask too many questions. If I do know a little bit of background, and if they from the area, let's stick with that part. If they from the area, I'm gonna do a little bit of investigation. I'm gonna say
the area you have to.
The area you have to. I'm just sticking with the area right now. Yeah. Now away, you don't know everything, but in the area, I need to know your area code. If you in the 908-732-973, I need to know a little bit about you. 718-212.
She could have a situation with one of your family members.
Exactly. We don't want to look like Damon Wayans when he was with the girlfriend his nephew had.
Yeah, so
looking crazy.
Yeah, nah, that's the thing. Yeah, she local. Yeah,
you
might have to ask questions.
If I could catch the path over there, you know what I'm saying?
She local, you gotta ask questions.
Oh, A-Train, I need to know, man.
You gotta ask questions.
But
that's just smart though. That's not disrespectful or rude. People that don't ask questions or relationships. That's why you might have some people have babies with their cousins.
It might have.
Because they don't even know. And it can happen here. It can happen here unexpectedly.
It can. Oh, man. Yes, it can. Very easily.
Happen here unexpectedly.
Very easily.
No, I'm not saying deliberately. I'm just saying unexpectedly. It can happen if you got family with roots in this area.
No doubt.
I don't.
No doubt. Yo, B, I gotta ask you this.
My family is not from New Jersey.
B, I gotta ask you this. And I ain't trying to have no beef, but not ask you. I just want to tell you the statement with Justin Jackson. I think he's trying to have a divide amongst us brothers on the show right now. He said early 2000, Jay, you know, light skin, we still had it locked down a little bit. I don't know about that.
Where? What year?
He said early 2000. I was just being a good guy. I wasn't out here in these streets. I was just being a good guy. So I don't think know it was who so had much, it on lock.
I don't think it was a lot of colorism by that time.
You don't think so?
Nah, I think the colorism had kind of faded out like around the early 90s.
Did Just try to throw me under the bus? Like I was out there.
No, I'm just
frolicking
saying.
around with him.
I'm just saying, for a person that witnessed it firsthand, I think colorism kind of went away around the end of the 90s.
No doubt.
After that, I think there was a lot of males that women thought was attractive that were dark skinned.
Yo, what? So now on that point, yo, Eli, I'm saying Eli's a good guy. You already know, just like you, E, good guy. That Justin Jackson, I don't know about him. He was
R&B
too cool.
nigga, maybe
he had
not.
the curliest hair. Yo, so now,
Bobby Brown was not light skinned.
So B, yo, you just said it went out like in early 90s. Is this the time when it went out? Because Albie Shore was that guy. Yo, Albie Shore was my unibrow brother.
Yeah, Christopher Williams.
Yo, so I'm like, at this time, Albie Shore album, In Effect Mode.
Yeah.
You was that about 88, 89?
Yeah, definitely.
Around that time. Who was interning at Uptown Records around this time? I think it was a dark-skinned plot, y'all. I think P. Diddy, Puffy, at that time said, yo, I'm going to take him out, and we about to take over for the 89 and everything thousand, because he went at Albie Shore's wife. That's when he got at.
He did.
Which one is
Kim Porter?
Because she's working at the same time.
Yeah, she was working.
Yo,
but she left him.
Left Albie Shore.
Yep.
She had a baby by him already. That first kid.
Yep, she's done.
Dang, and it was a baby at the time.
He said I wanted her, and he took her.
Oh.
So. You know, I guess that's Puffy.
She chose him.
I guess that Puffy. We don't like that. We don't like that chosen word, right?
She chose him,
but we don't like it.
It's not what I like. It's what I'm seeing.
A lot of people, a lot of guys, a lot of women and men out here are mad because they person chose.
We don't
like you.
You're right. We don't like it, but it happens.
Like you mad at the person. But your person chose. Like, come on. Who you mad at?
And rest in peace to Kim. We're going to say that. But we're just talking about the facts that happened.
Yeah. No,
these are the facts that happened. We mad at so Albie Shore is mad at Puff. But I'm like, yo, like, B, if you took mine, you took it.
Well, you know it don't go down that smooth.
It don't. But no, hold up. This is my thing. I'm not saying I would take it. A lot of
people died for that.
This is my point.
A lot of women and men have died over being chosen.
And some of the stuff they saying, because they heard word on the street, I'll be sure about to have a book that's coming out.
Well,
and in that book, he says, I told you, or something like the name of the title.
But they didn't subpoena him, I think, because once he said the things he said on that documentary, they couldn't really use his words in court because he's all speculation. He don't have no proof that he was poisoned. He has no proof that Kim was poisoned. These are all what his things. His feelings are that if he can't provide any proof, then they're probably not going to entertain it.
So then they just gonna look at him like, yo, you just bitter, you just mad he stole your girl.
Yeah, and niggas said it could be, we don't know.
We don't know.
That's the simple fact that you can't get proof. You just throwing out statements like that. They can't take that to court.
Damn.
They can't.
Damn.
No, they can't. No. You have to have some proof. Somebody got to say something.
I don't know. It's real tough.
What you think, what we said, it ain't what you know. It's what you can prove.
Yo, B, talking about somebody got to say something, right? I'm looking at this thing online. So it's like, yo, best man admits during speech he was dating a bride when she met the groom.
He was dating what bride?
His bride. He's the best man, right? So you my best man who I'm about to marry. Your speech, you saying, yeah, yo, Jay, I remember when I met you and her.
So he's saying, the best man was saying, you took my girl.
Was y'all doing something? Well, regardless of the fact, even if he didn't take it from him, you done met her through him.
No, so best man basically is telling his boy.
No, not just telling his boy. He's telling everybody at the wedding.
So she not faithful.
It's like the movie The Best Man.
But
to a degree, but now he says it actually. So now the people in the wedding actually know instead of just having a.
No, but this is the situation. This is different because the husband knew he.
Yes, the husband did know. That is a big difference.
The husband knew he took her. So
now,
basically, with the best man is saying,
peace to Jarrell on check-in.
Your wife cheated on me with you.
Should he have edited that speech?
Be careful. No,
yo, this is
he said it for a reason. He wanted his. He did a dirty deed to let everybody know that he was married. The woman he was marrying wasn't a faithful woman.
Damn.
That was his dirty deed, and he shouldn't have did that.
Damn.
He shouldn't have done that. I don't agree with that.
Dirty deed, yo.
No, I don't like
man.
it. I don't like it one bit.
I'm like,
even if I was the one, even if I was the best man, I don't like it. That's dirty. That's dirty.
Yeah,
man.
I think it is foul. I totally agree it's foul.
You still holding on to that?
Like, yo, man, y'all was in 9th grade, yo.
You still holding on to that, bro?
The fact that you say that is foul.
You still gonna hold on to that? That's dirty work.
It is dirty work.
I don't like it. But at the end of the day, everybody now know the possibilities.
Yo, man, speaking of dirty work, B, I put up something the other day on my IG, and we were talking about it was like the most partners whose profession make it hard to trust them.
I like that.
So I'm gonna tell you some of the things that people say. Now let's go with the obvious that we talked about. Some people I didn't know they was going. They said a pimp. Now I'm like, well, why wouldn't you trust the pimp? He already said what he's doing. He's really open out there with his lifestyle. But some people said that.
That's number one. But that's not. They're looking at hypothetical. Average. It's probably a small percentage of pimps in this world.
So they said some of the oldest professionals pimp.
Yeah, but
prostituting. What was the other P?
DJs.
No, the other P. They said from the oldest professions. They said it's pimps, prostitutes.
Oh man, don't say preacher.
I wouldn't say that, but you did,
don't
B.
Do it.
You said that, B. Hallelujah.
Don't
so now they
it.
going. It's not us, B. I'm just saying what the people were saying.
It.
From what the people were saying, B.
Them Cadillacs is nice.
They nice, B.
Yeah,
them chains be nice sometimes, B.
The offering plate look good.
Pastor offering. You got these big mega churches.
Money. You see the money he about to get.
Mega churches, baby.
You always say that. You see the money the pastor about to get. Like, God damn.
I'm a savior, shorty. It happens.
I would say this. My brother may or may not have taken a 5 out the plate. To get candy.
You're terrible, B. He gonna go down in puppy trial just because of what you said.
I love that guy.
Because of what you said.
I love you, bro.
Yo.
He looking out for us.
You terrible, B. Yo, what y'all get with that $5, yo?
We ain't got candy.
What y'all get?
About the sweetest fish and some
some big blows,
some Chico sticks. Yeah.
All of that. Sunflower seeds.
Mike and Nikes.
Oh, yeah, man. Johnny Appleheads.
I think my sister got a pickle.
Yo, it was nothing like when y'all got that pickle and everything. I hate that they say pause, but y'all was there at that time. There was no pause. The hot sausage that was floating right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's what y'all got, man. If y'all grew up in the bodegas areas.
Yeah, that's back in Trenton when we went to Mr. John's crib and he served you through the screen door. He didn't even open that motherfucker. Just serve you through the screen door. You gotta tell him what you want.
Tell him what you want.
Yeah.
Tell him what you want. B.
Penny candy.
Penny candy was some times. B. Based upon opinions that we hear, we're not talking about maybe
real quick.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This wasn't popped in my head. I almost forgot it. It said, let's say you married. Let's just say you married. Let's just start with the married portion of it.
Yeah.
You married, and the woman having a baby, and the doctor come into the room, and he says to the man, "Do you want a DNA test?"
Yes.
Should the woman be offended if he says yes? This is his wife.
She should. She should. And if he says it, she knows why. She knows why.
Now, Easy girl question. If you're not married, should a blood test, DNA test be mandatory?
Yes. And it's not.
Why?
It's a lot of money in that other
Because
game.
you have to get a test when they say it's yours.
Yo.
It's mandatory because they subpoena your
So
ass.
why? That's what I'm saying. Hold up, base. What I'm saying. It's a lot of money on that other side.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money
so why,
with the other side.
So why shouldn't it be automatic then? If they're going to subpoena you anyway.
They will if they go there. Some women don't go there.
Some women won't tell.
So Steph said no and yes. She's saying like no, they and yes to yes. I get you, Steph. So I'm like, yo, it should be mandatory. I feel. Because if it was mandatory, it wouldn't be none of these confusions that we having out here in this world. Peace to Mad Knight, one of the illest DJs on the planet out there.
That takes me back to rewind.
Yeah.
So if a married man finds out that the kid's not his, should he understand he has no rights to dispute it?
He should. Peace to all those who watch The Chi. If y'all watch The Chi, especially the season 17, y'all know why this happens. This happens. You say, so should he be able to dispute it?
Should he be understanding why he shouldn't dispute it? What I'm basically saying is that if that's your wife and you didn't dispute your child at birth, don't dispute it now. No matter what.
If you know.
If you did, whether you knew or not. You that's your wife, like we just talked about.
You said should he be able to dispute it?
Why should he if he didn't dispute it at birth? So if the doctor comes in and this is your wife, and the doctor comes in and says, "Do you want a DNA test?" and you say no, and you find out later on that it's not your child, should you now feel some type of way to dispute it? No. It's my opinion. No.
So hold up.
Because you had your chance. That's how I feel.
I feel you.
You had your shot.
I feel
you should have said something from the gate.
I feel you should double back. If you thinking different, you should double back. And this is just for the guys say.
But why would you be thinking different?
Because you might be right in front of that nurse, and if she asks you that question, you might feel some sort of way. You might have whatever.
If she knows for a fact it's your child, why would she be offended?
We're talking about women here.
I'm asking. I'm not speaking for. I can't speak for women.
Oh no, I'm not talking about if she knows for a fact. If he don't know for a fact, and the thing is, a lot of these women don't know for facts.
But it's just the bottom line. Like you got to get tests for everything when you have a child.
Yeah.
So why not DNA?
Back to your original point. You should.
So why would a woman feel some type of way if the doctor says, "Do you want a DNA test?" If she's totally confident, why should she feel some type of way?
It's not if she feels some type of way, if he feels some type of way. Because, no, this is the thing. She could have been messing with two dudes, B, right? And he knows that. And she's like, I know I ain't had sex with him. Hold up, B. She's like, yo, I know I ain't had sex with him within the past 2 months. And the only one I had sex with was this month. Now, this guy sees. Say he goes through a phone, piece of Seth Green on the check-in, and he says, yo, I know you was boning him in December, and now it's February, and now the baby is born 9 months later. He don't know if she smashed him again, but he knows he was smashing her and her. Just let's say if this is the type of situation. So he said, because it means he doesn't trust her. Yes, me, I hear you on that. So now it's like, yo, so this only, I'm just bringing a scenario why he might. If he sees a situation like that, he like, damn, but I don't know, because she said I ain't have sex with him since then, but I know it was this, but this is what she tells me. Now, I don't have trust in her because I ain't know she was smashing him in December.
Okay.
So now he got to ask them questions, and now he might feel some type of way asking the question because she done pleaded.
But he don't have to ask the question. I'm saying, just like the doctor comes in and says, you the father? I need to take your blood. You the mother? I know you the mother. You the father? Yeah, take your blood. Why at the same time?
So now why she should feel offended with that?
Why should she feel offended if the doctor says, I'm going to do a blood test or DNA test on this child from the gate.
See, I didn't get that part.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
the woman, so when a woman knows she's gonna have a baby by a man, and he says, we're gonna have a DNA test on this
Not
child.
the man, but the doctor.
The doctor comes in and says,
the doctor, yes.
Do you guys want a DNA test? Got nothing to do with nothing else. We tested you on everything else. Do you want the DNA test? Should the woman feel some type of way
but it shouldn't be
about it? Should she say, yeah, go ahead and do it? Why not? Why wouldn't she just come out and say, yeah, go ahead and do it?
They never do.
But why not? Because the doctor's going to ask her, not you.
He does.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying. He does. He asks both.
Well, I'm just saying, y'all both in the room. But that don't happen all the time.
Now, so
every time a man ain't there.
So Seth,
I'm just saying.
So Seth agrees with you.
So
Seth says DNA testing should be mandatory at birth.
But my point is that if the doctor comes in, why wouldn't a woman? What would you feel like a woman would say? No, I don't want to.
So Tamik says, so if it comes back as his, it's okay for her to be mad. I get you.
Why would a woman be opposed to it?
Because she was being promiscuous. She was out there hoeing.
That's my point. So
that's
why was she have an offense?
She not offended now. No, she is. She's mad, B. She's not offended. She's mad, and now she has to act like she's offended. B, we done been around some women who know they lying. No, they dead wrong with what they doing. And know what they gonna do? Them theatrics.
But that was my point when I said before. If the doctor came in and said, do you guys want a DNA test?
Yes.
Why would the woman feel upset?
Yes, because she's lying.
Thank you.
Thank you, B. Sometimes we ain't as smart as you, B.
That's my only question I'm asking.
Yes.
No woman should ever have a problem with the doctor giving you a DNA test, even if you're married.
Yes, you should. The thing is,
I understand what you're saying.
That scenario's never been mandatory. So that's why it's kind of hard to fathom it. But to your original, you was like, yo, it should be mandatory because that's what you really said.
Right.
So the thing is,
but it shouldn't be offensive to you. You know you ain't this shit.
Said Steph Jones. She said, trust, not always. Hold on. Let me get to him. He said, because she's scared of being exposed. Steph said, Meek said, not always. Meek said, trust. Steph said, if a woman can keep a baby without a man's permission, then the DNA should be mandatory at all times. Ooh! She need them bombs right there, B.
Man, listen. I'm giving her claps.
That's what I meant.
Because this is what I'm saying. I'm not even trying to implicate anybody that's being devious. I'm not.
All of the more
some women honestly don't know.
Some of them don't.
Some of them really think that is the father.
And they don't know.
So I'm just saying, for the sake of the children, shouldn't that be a mandatory thing?
Piece of cuz on the check.
It should be. I'm thinking beyond the parents. For the children, shouldn't they know who their real parents are?
They should know. But like I said, it's so much money on the other side, B. It's so much money when it comes to, let me lock this guy up for child support. Let me find out all this other stuff.
A lot of these women, who they getting with broke dudes. So what are you really trying to get? Like, I understand the rich women, the women dealing with rich guys. Rich guys don't fall for this stuff.
They don't. No, I don't watch some 90 Day Fiancés. They be holding out.
Most rich guys, if a guy's rich, he getting that DNA test. He ain't playing.
Even if he ain't.
No game.
Even if he ain't, he is.
Yeah, he might have messed. I'm gonna say messed up. He might have got her pregnant, but he gonna make sure. We, on the other hand, are working 9 to 5 men.
Yes.
We trust.
Yes.
A lot.
Too much sometimes.
Because I'm saying it because I know 2 guys in my lifetime that found out.
That wasn't his?
And it was years had passed. It wasn't born. It wasn't newborns. It was 2-3 years old. That's a hurtful thing.
Super.
Because the baby face starts to develop. And, it's easy to say baby look like you in the beginning.
Hold up, B. I like how you dropping it. But then we got, shout out.
Years pass by. You start saying, wait a minute, he look like Pepe down the street.
Ooh, wepa. Shout out to me. Shout out to Coach Dudley. Shout out. Yo, because she trying to come for us, B. She said, then guys should give passwords to cell phones. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing, me. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It is about trust. Peace to the general on the check-in. Yo, this is what she's saying. I'm like, yo, B, she trying to like interrupt the flow. We got Seth the God still talking about, like he holding it down with us.
You know what trust is?
She said this sounds one-sided, fellas.
You know what trust is? Trust is a boat.
Not the boat that hit the Brooklyn Bridge, I hope not.
Trust is a boat. You expect it to float till it don't.
Said,
Bars.
B, you can get yourself claps, man. You right here with it. You know what I mean?
I told you we need to be humble this year.
No, we not. No, we not. We ain't doing it. We ain't gonna do it. You said we are trained to trust a woman without any rhyme or reason, because she's the woman, she's the nature.
You supposed to be better than me.
She's the fruit of the loom.
You supposed to be better than us.
They smarter than us, right?
Y'all supposed to be better. That's the thing I don't think women get. This is why we be so.
First of all, B, before you continue, we are not talking about Soup on the other side. She's the most
man,
bomb woman. Happy birthday to Soup.
She's the inspiration, dog.
She prays for us, just to let y'all know. So I hope y'all don't think a lot of y'all women ain't on the Soup level.
You got beautiful with brains and a mind.
A lot of them not on that Soup level.
Ain't afraid to talk.
Because trust me, if she had a problem, she would pop both of us bong bong like real quick.
No, we listen to Soup.
She talking about them women that she tell her son, y'all better watch out for y'all.
Yeah. We just saying, like, listen, guys, women, everybody, be careful out here, man. Come on now.
Be careful. She said, oh, so that now they going in. I like when they be going in on the chat. They're talking about, yo, it's one-sided. And then Seth, like, it sounds fair, not one-sided. Yo, talk that talk, y'all.
It's not one-sided. We talking about both.
Yo, B been saying, advocating for the women almost all night. Meek, maybe you came in the chat late. He said, well, you should have thought about that one before you got married. Ooh, yo, and this is why he never married this one or none of them. But now this other guy's gonna marry her, and she is guzzling urine.
And he ran out the courtroom.
Guzzling urine.
He acting like he couldn't take it no more. Whatever.
He knows about 6 G's. She got multiple P's in her mouth.
He was there.
What?
He was there. He was one of them.
Oh, man, this is what yo, man, who would you marry? Would you marry her first or one of them? For the people on the check-in. They never turn a home into a housewife.
Well, you know what?
What about a porno star?
It wouldn't make a difference at this
Was
point.
she an actor?
Listen. The thing about it, I tell people act like she was some. She had money too. That's the thing that gets me. You act like she was some old poor girl from the project. No, she was a celebrity in her own right. She had money.
Her last boyfriend.
She didn't need Puffy for bread.
She hung with Ivy League people.
Stop it.
She had an Ivy League boyfriend. She looks like a Jack and Jill girl.
Stop it.
Y'all know about the Cobra. Peace on my Jack and Jill people.
That's the thing I don't like. People want to make it like, she needed him for what?
Denzel, and she needed, because he was going to take it to that next level.
That one hit song was enough.
What?
I want to make that move now.
He thought
she was good.
He thought she was going to be the next Faith.
Oh no way.
At least a Total. At least Akeem, Lakeisha, and Pam. One of them. That's what she thought.
Yeah, no. Not close.
Yo, she light-skinned. Look at her. She light-skinned with an image. She was supposed to be Rihanna, you said?
Yeah, I don't know. No, not even that.
She was supposed to be. She's not no Rihanna. She's not no. What's the one who got Russell? What's the one who got Russell Wilson? Which one?
Sierra. Yeah, maybe close.
Yo,
maybe close to that.
I ain't gonna say what
there you go.
I ain't gonna say what Sue really said, because she sound real racist.
Maybe there, because Sierra, the vocals was, I get it.
Sue was like Kamora Lee.
I can see them kind of being close to what
she said they all look alike. They do.
Well, yeah, they clones.
They are. And just like Cat Williams said, oh, y'all want the same looking type girl. They do. They want that look.
Well, I mean, the look ain't bad, but I'm just saying.
It ain't bad, but all y'all want the same thing.
You ain't got to all be light.
Yo, man, everybody ain't want the same car back, period.
But, light skinned women like dark skinned men.
Yo, look at when I look at this Mount Buttmore right here. Yo, that's what it is. I like they booties too.
I can't remember everybody. I see Pinky.
You got Sky, you got Beauty, you got Cherokee. That was light into all the complexions. We love beauty on all levels, y'all. That's what we saying. Peace to Uncle Mike on the check-in. I see you out there. I see you out there at the party, Uncle Mike. I'm telling you, if y'all see Mike Mincy is attached to a party, man, you know it is the best out there. I'm just letting you know, Uncle Mike, I see you moving and shaking. Looking good out there. And you say, hold up. Said they look like little boy. Don't be talking about my Mount Booty more. They not looking like no little boys out there. What we talking about? They are not. So this about booty more is crazy. Yo, Eli, sometimes it is, baby.
Hey, but
Eli, I know you had some of those DVDs. You did.
I'm gonna get us off track real quick. What about the Knicks, y'all?
Yo,
I ain't even a fan, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, we about to close it out real quick.
I ain't no fan of the Knicks. But I gotta give props to my family.
Mm-hmm.
My family, my friends, a lot of Knicks fans. You know, I gave y'all enough shit over the years. I'm kind of, you know what I mean. I'm kind of done with messing with y'all. I'm rooting for y'all now because I don't like Indiana.
Yo, B,
too many white people out
B, if they win the chip, I'm gonna be lying. I'm gonna go right to this pick right now. Cause you know I'll be bandwagon. I'm be like, yo, I told y'all I was a Knicks fan. I've been told y'all that. Look at me right there. Got the Knicks bucket on. I got the Knicks shirt. I've been a Knicks fan. I've been rocking with the Knicks, baby.
We Knicks. Go
This is
New
what I
York,
do.
go
I've been
New
rocking
York,
with
go.
y'all. You know what I'm saying? Peace,
Yeah.
peace, Miss Williams.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? He said, yeah, until my mom found out. Yo, Eli, I ain't going front. My mom's found one of mine's and a little half pint of Alizé at the same time. Yo, I feel you. Under the mattress, in between. Is that where your mom found your porn? Because that's where she found mine.
No.
Some reason she flipped the mattress up and it was right there. Peace to L. The wine was good, baby.
My brother
Peace to Coach Climates.
My brother figured out how to rig the porn channel.
Yo, we was talking about that.
I told you about that.
All y'all who ain't had a black box.
I told you about that.
Everybody wanted to spend the night over their cousin or their best friend whose family had the black box. Y'all are some dirty guys.
Yeah, my brother knew how to
y'all
rig
are
it.
filthy. A lot of sticky sheets because of y'all guys looking at this stuff right here. I'm shame on y'all. Shame on y'all.
Look at Cherokee.
Look at her.
Love her.
Remember that beauty. Beauty Dior.
She need a trophy.
Yes, she does. Sky Black. Cherokee Diaz. Y'all know about it right there.
Yeah.
Come on, B. They need some claps, man, because they made it clap for us.
We got to get them on the show.
Yo, can we? Let's do it. Everybody will be here. Everybody will be
Lord,
here.
we got to get a police escort.
Oh, man. Soup, you got the police?
It would be a disaster.
It would be. It would be. But nah, shout out to them Knicks. Getting busy. We need some local love right there.
No doubt.
We need to have some fun. Look, we talking what we talking when it comes to this. I'm going to say it again. I really don't trust her. I really felt like she chose him. I really felt like she wanted that from Puff. Now, but when I look at Puff, I look at Puff like I look at him, and I don't look at him with admiration. I don't look at him like he's a hero. I don't look at him like this is the guy you need to be in life. Yo,
you took advantage.
Yo, it's times where we play with that word when we talk about pimping.
Took advantage.
And a lot of people,
but she was with it too.
Yeah, but she was with it. So I'm not saying I'm rooting for a Puff.
Two things could be true.
Absolutely, I'm not rooting for a Puff, but I'm not looking down at a Cassie.
No,
I'm feeling like those were the magnetics that brought them together.
I'm gonna go with the immortal words of Jay-Z. We don't believe you. You need more people.
I think they both was drug addicts. I think they both loved that type of sex and was freaky with it. Yeah. And that's what they chose to do.
We're gonna find out though.
We will find out.
If you did dirty Puff, you down.
She was an accomplice. Yes, she was, Seth. And it just messed up that Puffy took out Albie Shore when he was in full effect mode. That's messed up. He was that guy. He was that guy, and now he gonna come out with a book, gonna tell his truth.
R. Kelly need to get in touch with Puff lawyers, try to help his ass out, because he got hit.
We'll see how it go. We see how it go. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all give me them recipes to get, this groggle out the throat, man. Shout out to my barber. Shout out to my stylist. We are Beards N Baldheads. Happy birthday, Sue.